In the world we're living in, there's so much fighting, there's so much conflict, there's so much friction, there's so much division. And sometimes people come to us and they say, no religion, no more religion, no more spirituality, because it causes more problems, it causes more aggravation, it causes more difficulty in the world. To be honest, one person said to me, the world, I think, would be a better place without spirituality. He looked at me and he said, you guys say rest in peace, but can't we also live in peace? I tried to explain to this person some of Krishna's amazing teachings from the 16th chapter of the Gita, because here Krishna explains where does divine and demoniac come from, and how do the divine and demoniac think. Here in this chapter, Krishna explains to Arjuna, Asatyam apratistam te jagatahuranishwaram aparaspara sambhutam kimanyat kamahaitukam. Krishna says there are some people who say asatyam apratistam te. This world is unreal and it has no God in control. Aparaspara sambhutam, it comes randomly, kamahaitukam, simply by the interactions of material nature, and there's no God in control. Krishna says that when one embraces such a philosophy of atheism, when one takes spirituality completely out of the equation, what's the next result? Etam drishtim avashtabhya nashtatmanolpa buddhaya prabhavantyugra karmana kshayaya jagato hita. When one takes spirituality out of the equation, when one literally becomes nashtatma alpa buddhaya, when one loses their intelligence and becomes lost to themselves, not understanding their spiritual identity and the spiritual identity of others around them, then what happens? Kshayaya jagato hita. In this universe, in this world, they create so much problems, so much terrible works, so many unbeneficial activities. So it's interesting that in the 16th chapter, Krishna actually explains that true religion, pure religion, religion practiced according to how it should be practiced, is actually the solution to all problems in the world. Ignorance plus money equals corruption. Ignorance plus power equals dictatorship. Ignorance plus freedom equals anarchy. And ignorance plus religion equals terrorism and fanaticism. In each of those equations, you may realize there is one common element, and the common element is ignorance. The problem is not power, the problem is ignorance. The problem is not freedom, the problem is the ignorant people who use freedom. The problem is not money, but the problem is the ignorance with which money is then used to exploit. And the problem is not religion, but the problem is the ignorant people behind so-called religion. And so, in the 16th chapter, what Krishna is saying is, don't throw the baby out with the bathwater. Yes, there may be some negative effects of religion because of religionists who are not actually following authentically. Does that mean we disregard the religion in its entirety? Actually, the world needs real religion. The world needs real spirituality. The world needs real people who are practicing a very high level of purity according to principles of life, which will actually bring unity and harmony in the world. And so if someone says, I don't want to practice the Bhagavad Gita and be part of spirituality and religion because it causes problems, we'll look back at them and say, actually, my dear friend, you'll find that authentic spiritual practitioners are the only hope for actually creating real unity and harmony in an otherwise disunited and disharmonious world.